Hi, and welcome to Tech Talk. If you're like thousands of others, you probably saw the recent announcements of the all-new iPhones or Android devices touting their 5G capabilities. In fact, you might have already ordered yours on the premise that your new 5G connected lifestyle is going to be measured in gigabits per second rather than megabits per second. But do you even know what 5G is or how it's going to affect you? Before you run out and buy the latest phone, let's back up and explain what 5G actually means. If we look back at the history of mobile devices, we started with 1G, which involved analog cellular devices like the giant brick or bag phones that were all the rage in the early 90s. When 2G came along, you heard about terms such as CDMA, GSM, and TDMA, which were essentially the first generation of digital cellular technologies. More recently, you were able to achieve download speeds of a few megabits per second through 3G technologies such as EVDO, HSPA, and UMTS. Today, many of you are using phones that are able to tap into 4G networks using technologies such as WiMAX and LTE, which provide speeds up to hundreds of megabits per second. And if that's not confusing enough, LTE actually stands for long-term evolution, which was essentially a marketing phrase designed to show some progression towards true 4G. In other words, if your carrier advertised a 4G LTE network, what they're actually talking about is a network that's slower than true 4G, but faster than 3G. Confused yet? So what's 5G? Well, as you probably surmised, 5G means the fifth generation of mobile transmission standards as laid out by the International Telecommunication Union, or ITU. The goal is to replace the aging 3G and 4G architectures with a fifth generation architecture that brings three key new significant upgrades. 5G promises bigger channels to boost speed significantly, lower latency, and the ability to connect a lot more devices at one time. If everything works as planned, a fully deployed 5G network could eliminate the need for many cable-based installations, since the network will be able to transmit reliable signals at speeds that rival traditional cable-based systems. The same goes for your mobile device. Imagine being able to download files, movies, and more to your phone at the same speed you're currently getting over your gigabit cable service at home. All of that said, 5G coverage is still pretty spotty except in specific urban areas, so don't expect to download all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones to your phones in seconds just yet. To further complicate the matter, the speediest forms of 5G will only travel short distances and won't easily go through walls. So even if you can stand in your front yard and download your shows, you may not be able to realize those speeds when you're actually inside your home or office. So in reality, 5G capabilities might be the least of the reasons you might consider upgrading to the latest generation of phones. If you're like me, the processor speed itself or the upgrades to the camera might actually be the most appealing features of the new phones. For most of us who live in or near cities, an upgrade to 5G capable phones will probably feel fast sometime in 2021. But if you live in a rural area, 5G is going to take some time to arrive. So while all the hype at the moment seems to revolve around 5G, do your research before spending a ton of money on a 5G capable device. Thanks, and we'll see you next time on Tech Talk.